Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back, baby, with another banging video. So, in this video, we're gonna talk about some discussion threads that I came across, and this is talking about where they are alleging that Elon Musk is exposing Jay-Z for paying over $100 million so that Beyonce could win the Grammys award. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because do you guys remember when Sloan said that Jay-Z will be outed for behavior, and then as the year progresses, it's going to get worse and worse, and then people like the NFL who told him they're going to be in his corner, as things gets worse, they're going to actually shift away from his corner. They're not going to be there to support him. I just wanted to remind you guys of that because I do believe that we're seeing that slowly happening. So, let's talk about what is being alleged. Now, do you know how Drake has exposed UMG and Spotify to manipulate streaming service so that Kendrick Lamar, not like us, would have higher numbers? Now, what many people on Twitter as well as TikTok, I've seen them making these videos saying that Elon Musk said Jay-Z paid over $100 million between Spotify streaming service, and there was another AI software that was used as well so as to rank Beyonce's numbers up so that she could win the Grammys. Of course, take it with a grain of salt because I've been hunting for where, when, and why did Elon say that, and I couldn't find any trace of such. But do you guys remember when I did that video, I think it was 2 days ago, when I told you that Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone, said that Jay-Z paid $60 million on streaming services, etc., 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 so that Beyonce could win. And I said to you guys, I honestly believe that this is a popular discussion in the elitist circle. I believe information and gossips are going around about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it is just so overwhelming that it's spilling over into, us. So, I mean, what are the chances that so many people have this discussion ongoing? No. As I've said, we know Beyonce has won the Grammys for Cowboy Carter. Many people, they've been saying that it was not the best body of work from Beyonce, and as such, they cannot see how it won Album of the Year over people like Billie Eilish. Now, the thing is, as I've always said, if people are able to manipulate these awards and ceremonies, where people accolades are taken, because that's literally what they did, took it from someone else because of payments, providing that the allegations are factual. If money can influence these decisions, then has anyone gotten an award or few in the past, even this year, where money has influenced that decision, but we're not fixated on those people, but we are fixated on Beyonce because it's just really, really, new. We weren't feeling Cowboy Carter like that. Some people say they were, but I'm gonna be honest. And when we talk about these things, it's not as though we're picking on Beyonce because personally, the girl hasn't done anything to me. But whenever there's a trending scoop, trending gossip, trending discussion, we're gonna talk about it. So I'm just saying, Cowboy Carter, not the best body of work. So many people have been saying that. So why is it that Beyonce has won the Grammy so easily? Is it that it has happened to other people wherein they have manipulated streaming services, paid money, etc., to get a Grammy? And then is this a encouraging move for the artists who have truly worked hard, who have truly deserved it, who really got all their numbers fair and square? It's not fair to these people, whether it was the time that Beyonce was snubbed for Album of the Year or this year when she got it, wherein the court of public opinion believes that she shouldn't have gotten it. And I believe that as time passes, I do believe, once again, drawing reference from Sloan, I do believe that we're slowly witnessing the crumbling of Hollywood, because with these things being brought out to the forefront, it's now given the sense that these things have been long orchestrated in the industry. Many people were, used as cold statistics for people like a Jay-Z and a Kendrick Lamar and others, and even Drake himself, because everyone who has, connections in the industry, Ye is saying what Drake is saying is factual. 50 Cent is saying what Drake is saying is factual. And they're all saying the same thing. They're saying they did it for Drake as well. So now that it's Kendrick Lamar's turn, Drake is butthurt about it. Now, if everyone and their mama who's in the industry knows this, it means that good people, talented people, they've been getting overshadowed for the longest while, so that other people who might be subpar to them gets, put on a pedestal and get recognition and put in places that they are not entirely deserving of. So we have to ask the question, could there be any amount of truth to this? Because I honestly believe there's truth to it. Maybe not in the sense that they're putting it, but I do believe there's truth to it. And as such, can we trust these, award committees to, award the right people, recognize the right people for their talent? And how many people have fallen, how many people's dreams have faded by the wayside because they didn't have the money to pay payola, or they didn't want to sleep around because they know they have talent enough and they came into the industry just to express their talent, share their craft, their gift, and they weren't willing to be Hollywood's mattress. So they get snubbed and their dreams is like laying like a carcass somewhere. Because, that's what happened to people's dreams. Oftentimes, when they get sabotaged, you may as well dig a ditch, give them the tomb, give them that headstone, and say, here lies the dream of XYZ. Because these things, they do affect people. When people get robbed in this sense, when they get snubbed in this sense, not everyone is going to say, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to fight again. That person might be saying, you know what, I've seen enough to believe that, this is what is going to go on. Chances are it may never happen for me. So I'm just saying, we can't trust these committee, and we cannot look at artists as saying, if you don't have a Grammy, you don't matter, because we always have a Nicki Minaj as an example. She performed her sets because she was told not to perform it. Whitney died downstairs. And she was like, I've worked so hard on this. I've wanted this all my life. She performed it. They scratched her name off that Grammy that night and gave it to someone. And ever since then, once Nicki has a solo, no matter how well, no matter how, the numbers double, triple, fumble, she will never get that Grammy unless it's a duo. If she does a collab with an Ice Spice, with a Beyonce, with a Cardi B, with a Jay-Z, with a Kendrick Lamar, with a Kanye West, she will get a Grammy. But she is never gonna win a Grammy as a solo artist for a solo performance because she didn't scrap her set that night. Is that fair to Nicki Minaj? And it's not as though they were like, okay, we're going to snub you for 5 years. It has been 13 to 16 years since Whitney Houston has passed, and they're still snubbing that girl. So it goes to show that these, awards, they are rigged. They are super rigged. So as such, it's not far-fetched for Jay-Z to do something like that. I do believe that there are ounces of truth to this, but it's just that you and I may not get the details in its entirety. But it's your time to chime in. You guys know I always want to hear and get your input. So what's your take? While you're at it, thumbs up, subscribe, stay safe, and see you all in the comment section. Peace.